Hello everyone, it's Ray. Today on Living Paycheck to Paycheck, I'd like to talk about things that we waste money on. Now in a prior video I mentioned ATM fees, but today I'd like to talk about a couple of other items. For instance, buying lunch at work. Now conservatively, I'd say it costs about $5 a day to do that. If you do that per work week, that's $25 for an annual cost of about $1,300. Now, you'd spend about half of that to bring your own lunch to work, and I've been doing it for many years, and it's well worth saving the money because the food you buy at lunch is usually not that good anyway, so you might as well pocket the cash. Another thing that I think people don't take advantage of, maybe because there's a stigma attached to it, I don't know, but buying generic items when you go food shopping. Now granted, some of this stuff is really not that good, but there are several items that I would challenge most to tell the difference. Canned fruits and vegetables, to name a couple. Spaghetti. There are some things, you would go by your taste. If there are some generics that you just don't like the taste, well then I wouldn't get it. But I would try some things out, and you'll find that you probably will find some things that you like and that cost a lot less than the name brands. This one is a pet peeve of mine. Bottled water. Now, a lot of you know that it costs more than gasoline. It's much easier, much more economical to buy a filter for your home and to take those old bottled water, empty bottles, save them, and fill up at work. Many of our jobs have bottled water there, and it's better for the environment anyway to reuse these bottles and to save that money. I've been seeing in the news that Starbucks is having problems as the economy goes down. That's no surprise, being that you can buy, a week's worth of coffee to brew at home for about the price of one of their large mocha cappuccinos. It might taste good, but come on, you've got to admit, what they charge for a cup of coffee is pretty ridiculous. Fast food in general it's not good for you. It might taste good at the moment. I don't know, for myself, I normally get a stomach ache when I eat that stuff. Once in a while, sure, but I know people that eat that stuff daily. It's pretty rough. Can't be healthy. This next one makes me laugh because I know some people who buy premium gasoline. Unless you're driving a Jag, something that's very expensive, there's no need to use premium gasoline. Reminds me of my sister. A couple of years ago, she bought a Hyundai, and she was filling up with premium gasoline, and I asked her, what she was doing, and she said that the salesman told her to so that she can take care of her high-performance vehicle. Next item I want to talk about is clothes and shoes, particularly you ladies. You've got 2 feet, there's no need to have an entire closet full of shoes. They might look nice, they're very expensive, and you can only wear so many. I bet many of you will find, if you look through your closet, there are probably lots of shoes that you never wear. So that's basically wasted money if you wore them once or twice. Another thing that I've seen popping up is a lot of these rent-a-center stores for the last few years. Without a doubt, these are probably the worst retail decisions you could ever make as a consumer. If you want something, save a little bit. I mean, you'd even be better off charging, even though I said in my prior video not to charge. If the choice was to either charge or to sign up one of these rent-a-center deals, I'd say charge it, because you will get totally ripped off. If you rent something, rent to own, pay off 3-4 times what it's worth, and by the time you're done, you probably need to replace the item anyway. So, no rent-a-centers. Now I'd like to talk about two things that many of us have available, but we don't take advantage of. The first is 401k plans at your business. Yes, I know the stock market's been pretty rough, but since most of these plans match at least a portion of what you put in, it's like free money. If you wanted to put it into your 401k, take the match, and put it into a cash account if you're afraid of the market. You won't gain as the market goes up or down, but you definitely won't lose. But you will have that matching portion, which is free money. I know it's hard to save, but if you start small, a couple of percent, 1, 2, 3% of your pay, with the tax savings, it actually won't feel as bad as you think. And the second item that I think people don't take advantage of are health savings accounts. Now, this is where you put away tax-free money, pre-tax money, for medical expenses. And it can be used for a wide variety of things. Glasses, medical bills, co-pays, aspirin, band-aids, just about anything that you would spend of a medical nature. It is, if you were in the 25% tax bracket, it's like paying 75 cents for every dollar that you spend on these items. Especially if you have a family, there are lots of medical bills, and if they offer this at your job and you don't take advantage of it, it's crazy, because it's a pretty good deal. And I know some are afraid that the rules are if you don't use it, you lose it. You can start off small the first year and see how much you spend on these items. That's what I did. And then the second year, when you have a better idea of what your medical costs will be, you bump it up. You get more savings, and it works out pretty well. And most of these plans, you don't really lose it after a year. There's an extended period of 3 or 4 months for which you could use the prior year's funds. So if you plan properly, you can save a lot of money and be healthy. I'd love to hear what ideas any of you have for saving money. Please write them in the comments below. Take care. Bye-bye.